Ang radyo ng bagong Pilipinas. DWAN 1206 AM, the future of AM radio. Bringing you the news that matters, the information you need, and the entertainment you love. Broadcasting 24/7 on Digital TV 13, 1206 AM, and streaming live on all your favorite social media platforms. Stay connected, stay informed. This is the DWAN 1206 AM, your station, your future.
Ang susunod na programa ay rated PG. Patnubay at gabay ng magulang ay kailangan sa mga batang manonood.
Join us as we uncover the stories behind every game-changing moment with Bill Velasco. Get ready to dive into the heart of sports because it's time for your favorite sports step into the spotlight.
Isang napakagandang umaga po sa inyo lahat, mga teammates. Ang oras natin 11:01 ngayon po ay Martes, March 25, 2025. Mamaya makakapanayam natin dito sa ating programa live ang founder ng laro basketball community at ang lumikha ng laro basketball app na si Yuri Go.
This is Hardball with Bill Velasco.
Pero bago tayo magpatuloy, sa wakas may hardball merch na. Bumili na ang inyong red, white o black na hardball t-shirt sa halagang 500 pesos lang. Kontakin lang ang Courageous Shirts and Prints sa hardballmerch@gmail.com at si Coach Daryl Fontanilla sa 0928-372-4850. Ulitin natin, hardballmerch@gmail.com o 0928-372-4850.
This is Hardball with Bill Velasco.
Sundan din kami sa aming mga social media accounts sa Facebook, DWAN 1206 AM. Sa YouTube, DWAN.1206 AM. Sa TikTok, @DWAN 1206 AM. At sa Instagram @DWAN1206 AM. At sa X @DWAN1206 AM _
Knockout. This is Hardball with Bill Velasco.
Tuloy-tuloy ang dream run ng Filipina tennis player na si Alex Ayala sa Miami Open matapos siyang opisyal na makapasok sa quarterfinals ng kompetisyon ngayong araw. Naibulsa ng 19-year-old rising tennis star ang ticket sa susunod na round matapos umatras ang pambato ng Spain na si Paula Badosa sa kanilang round of 16 match dahil sa kanyang iniindang back injury. Ito ang kauna-unahang quarterfinal appearance ni Alex sa isang World Tennis Association Tour tournament matapos kapusin sa kanyang mga unang salang tulad na lamang ng kanyang first round exit sa Wuhan Open noong nakaraang taon at second round loss sa huling edisyon ng Miami Open. Hihintayin ngayon ni Alex sa semifinals ang mananalo sa tapatan ng world number 2 na si Iga Swiatek at Elina Svitolina.
This is Hardball with Bill Velasco.
Nakuha ng Filipino southpaw boxer na si Kenneth Liover ang Oriental and Pacific Boxing Federation o OPBF bantamweight belt matapos niyang patumbahin ng Japanese boxer na si Keita Kurihara sa kanilang title fight kagabi sa Tokyo. Agad na nagpakawala ng sunod-sunod na kombinasyon ang 22-year-old boxer sa pagsisimula ng unang round na agad na nagpatumba sa kanyang katunggali. Naiselyo ni Kenneth ang panalo matapos niyang makakonekta ng isa pang left hook na muling nagpatumba sa hapon sa huling 30 segundo ng opening round. Dahil sa panalong ito, umangat sa 14-0 ang win-loss record ng boxer na tubong General Trias Cavite, kung saan siyam na rito ay natapos sa knockout. Matatandang tinalo rin ng tinagurian The Lover Boy ang Japanese boxer na si Tulio De Canarudo para sa interim belt noong Disyembre sa Osaka.
Hardball with Bill Velasco.
Matapos ang kanyang one-year stint sa Japan V-League, balik Philippine Volleyball na ang national team standout na si Mark Espejo. Agad na nag-ambag ang 6'2" spiker sa semifinal win ng kanyang koponan na Criss-Cross King Crunchers kontra sa Savouge Spin Doctors. 25-22, 25-18, 25-18 sa Spikers Turf Open Conference kahapon sa Inares Sports Arena. Nagtala ng 5 puntos si Espejo sa kanyang limited playing time para sa league-leading Criss-Cross na isang panalo na lang ay balik finals na. Sunod na mga kalaban ng King Crunchers ang VNS Laticrete sa kanilang ikalawang laro sa single round robin semifinals.
You're tuned in to Hardball with Bill Velasco.
Samantala, gumawa naman ng kasaysayan ng San Miguel Beerman guard na si Jericho Cruz matapos niyang buhatin ang Guam sa kanilang unang FIBA Asia Cup appearance. Umiskor ng 21 points ang 34-year-old PBA veteran para dalhin ang Guam sa isang 89-81 win kontra sa Thailand sa huling laro ng FIBA Asia Cup qualifying round sa Taipei. Nag-average ng 10.8 points, 4.1 assists at 2.3 rebounds si Cruz sa 8 laro ng Guam sa qualifiers. Magaganap ang 2025 FIBA Asia Cup sa August 5 to 7 sa Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, kung saan lalaro rin ang Gilas Pilipinas national team.
This is Hardball with Bill Velasco.
Agad na nakabawi ang Abra Weavers sa kanilang unang talo noong nakarang linggo matapos nilang tambakan ang Bulacan Kuyas 114-69 sa pagpapatuloy ng MPBL season kagabi sa Nueva Ecija Coliseum. Nanguna para sa Abra ang 24-year-old guard na si Dave Ildefonso na nagposte ng 17 points, 3 assists, 2 rebounds at 2 steals sa nasabing laro. Umiskor din ng 13 at 12 points sina Will Lee at Joshua David para sa 3-1 Weavers. Sa kabilang banda, bigo pa rin ang Bulacan na makuha ang kanilang unang panalo ngayong season at kasalukuyan silang nasa 0-4 sa team standings.
You're tuned in to Hardball with Bill Velasco.
Sa NBA, opisyal nang iniluklok sa Hall of Fame ng Orlando Magic ang dati nitong center na si Dwight Howard. Naganap ang Hall of Fame ceremony ng 8-time NBA All-Star bago ang laro ng Orlando kontra sa Los Angeles Lakers, ang koponan kung saan napanalunan ni Howard ang kanyang kaisa-isang NBA championship noong 2020. Nanalo ng 3 magkasunod na Defensive Player of the Year award si Howard habang naglalaro para sa Magic. Nagawa niya ring buhatin ang koponan sa isang NBA Finals appearance noong 2009 matapos niya mag-average ng 20.6 points, 13.8 rebounds at 2.9 blocks sa nasabing season.
This is Hardball with Bill Velasco.
Time out muna tayo sa mga balitang sports. Muling inanyayahan ng PAGCOR ang mga tagapakinig natin na amateur at professional photographers na lumahok sa PAGCOR Photography Contest 2025 na may temang Infrastructure for Economic Development. Bukas ang kompetisyon sa lahat ng Filipino photographers na may edad 16 pataas. Maaaring magsumite ng photo entry sa ilalim ng 3 kategorya, ang conventional, mobile at drone. 8 grand winners ang pipiliin ng PAGCOR sa bawat kategorya. Hanggang July 31, 2025 ang submission of entries.
This is Hardball with Bill Velasco.
Ang oras natin ngayon, 11:08. Hatid sa inyo yan ng PAGCOR.
You're tuned in to Hardball with Bill Velasco.
Sa ating pagbabalik, makakasama natin ang founder ng Laro Basketball Community at ang creator ng Laro Basketball app na si Yuri Go. Huwag kayong bibitiw, magbabalik pa rin ang
Hardball with Bill Velasco.
Do you have a gambling problem? To know more about PAGCOR's responsible gaming program, including its player exclusion program, visit www.pagcor.ph/regulatory/responsible.ph. A message of concern from the Philippine Amusement and Gaming Corporation.
Uy, mga kadiwan! Exciting news! DWAN 1206 AM is now on digital TV. I-manual scan na ang inyong mga smart TV at halungkatin ang mga nakatagong TV box dahil siguradong pasasayahin namin ang buhay ninyo.
Makinig, manood, at makipag-engage sa aming social media platforms para lagi kayong happy!
From news, talk shows, showbiz, sports, and Gen Z podcast to non-stop music, all in the mix.
Dito lang sa sobrang saya na radyo ng Bagong Pilipinas. DWAN 1206 AM, the future of AM radio. May mga katanungan ka ba tungkol sa iyong karapatan o problemang hindi masolusyonan? Isang tawag lang at nandyan na si Attorney Bob Ferrer para umagapay sa iyo. Magbibigay boses sa iyong mga hinaing na dapat marinig. Ibigyang linaw yan dito sa Isang Tawag Ka Lang. Kasama si Attorney Bob Ferrer tuwing Lunes, 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. Dito lang sa radyo ng Bagong Pilipinas, DWAN 1206 AM, the future of AM radio.
Gawing madali para sa local at foreign investors ang mamuhunan sa bansa. Ito ang utos ng Pangulo na isinasapuso ng PEZA. Kung kaya't ilang hakbang ang patuloy na ipinapatupad ng ahensya, kabilang na ang digitalization, anti-red tape mandate at 24/7 na serbisyo. Bagay na kinikilala at pinahahalagahan naman ng investors.
Conscious efforts to improve the ease of doing business and delivering government services through digitalization, integration, and streamlining of processes have produced their intended multiplier effects. Cost savings from operations have translated to higher revenues and to more speedy transactions.
Ang mga inisyatibang ito ng PEZA sa liderato ni Pangulong Ferdinand Marcos Jr. ay nagbigay daan sa mas maraming negosyo, trabaho, at pagkilala sa bansa bilang isang sentro ng kaunlaran. Sa nagbabagong Pilipinas, patuloy ang trabaho, patuloy ang pagbabago.
You're tuned in to Hardball with Bill Velasco.
At ngayon naman kasama natin sa studio live ang founder ng Laro Basketball Community at lumikha ng basketball app na Laro App na tumutulong sa mga manlalaro at mga organizers na makahanap ng paglalaroan na kahit sa isang laro lang o maraming torneo at walang iba yan kundi si Yuri Go. Good morning, Yuri.
Good morning, sir. Pleasure to be here.
Thank you. Saan nagsimula itong idea mo para sa laro?
Well, started back 2 years ago. Started doing pickup games again. Actually, magugulat kayo, sir. Ang daming communities na lumabas after pandemic. I can confidently say more than 100 community na you will pay 250, 300, 360 pesos to join a basketball pickup game with random people. That's where it started. Kasi the quantitative analysis, ang dami po talagang nagbabasketball. We can confidently say today, in a day, there are more than 100 pickup games that will be happening in just one day.
Nationwide to?
Just in Metro Manila.
Metro Manila pa lang
Metro
yan?
Manila lang.
Okay, so paano mo naisipang pagbuklo rin, pagsama-samahin lahat yan?
I think we saw the opportunity because wala pang I don't want to say the word one-stop shop because it's already a cliche, but yes, it's a one-stop shop na hopefully we unify all the communities to have that one app. They will be using that and then give an access to the players. Doon lang sila magbubuk sa app.
Sinong mga kausap mo rito? Yung mga may-ari ng gym?
We talk to both owners of basketball courts and also organizers. At the start last year, the initial goal talaga is to partner with organizers. But eventually, we created our own games. So lahat ng mga pickup games namin, kami yung nag-organize as Laro.
Okay. How does one become part of the Laro app or the Laro basketball community?
For Laro community, they can just as simple as just joining the Facebook group. And for the app, they can download it through Google Play Store and Apple Store. They can also go to our website laro.com.ph para they can join the game there. Doon din sa community, we provide them an easy way to join just by joining the group chat para they can join the games anywhere they would want.
Okay. Ano ang mga house rules naman ninyo? Anong pwede, anong bawal?
The very first house rule that we have, that which aligns to the value that I want to have in our company, is customer obsession.
Okay.
It's one of the value of Amazon actually.
Parang kakaiba yung customer obsession.
Yes, so I also apply this with my other businesses. So customer obsession. Aside from the rules itself, we want to focus on making the experience good for the people, the players that are joining us, because if you do good by your customers, eventually babalik sila. You will have repeating players, customers. So we are really obsessed on the feedback of our players and customers. They are also our early adopters. As a startup, it's very important to get feedback to hopefully nurture the app to be what it's supposed to be through their feedback. Kasi sila, at the end of the day, they are our customers.
Okay. What about yung may mga tao dyan na halimbawa mahilig magpa-reserve ng gym tapos hindi naman pala gagamitin? Meron ba kayong nangyayaring ganun?
Yes, may tinatawag ko kaming flakers actually. Meron na kaming mga process na ginagawa but hindi din talaga siya maiiwasan. But eventually, within our app, magkakaroon din kami ng ways to prevent those kinds of incidents po.
Okay. How do you navigate the app? Paano ako, halimbawa, gusto kong maghanap ng pick-up game, let's say, dito sa Quezon City? Anong gagawin ko?
So, day in the life of an app, of the Laro app, is you open the app and then it should prompt you to the nearest game na malapit sa'yo.
Okay.
And then you should be registered. You just have to join and then just click, either cash on site or online. And then that's it. You will be booked and you're reserved.
How does the app earn for you?
We have multiple revenue streams. Our first would be through the pickup games.
Okay.
Kasi when you set up a pickup game, I'll give an example. So, organizing a pickup game goes way back 2010. So, ang ginagawa nila, they will reserve a court. Tapos, ambag-ambag. They will tell people, hey, I'm charging 300 pesos. Pero ang babayaran ko lang sa court is maybe 2K per hour. Ganon. So, there is a, may patong siya nilalagay. And then, nilalagay ng photographer. May organizer na nagpapaikot to ensure that the games have quality and ensure na nakakarami ng laro yung mga players.
Paano nyo naiiwasan yung mga barumbado na sumali dyan na dadayo ako sa isang court, di ko naman kilala yung mga tao ron tapos makikipag-away lang pala ako?
I think when we started this community, because Laro is both a community, it's a community-based sports app. So when we started this community, we wanted to make sure that we created strict house rules. So one of those rules would be to respect each player. So we are not reactive, but we are proactive pagdating sa mga pagsita sa mga players na mga ganun. Kasi ang mga sumasali ho sa amin kadalasan is at any we welcome anyone. We support anyone. We encourage everyone to join us. We want to be an inclusive community.
Paano yung mga player halimbawa ako, senior citizen na ako, or yung mga may mga health concerns, anong mga pag-iingat na ginagawa ninyo?
First, we tell them if they can do it. When someone goes in, maglalaro ka na dun sa pickup game, we have a waiver. So you have to read through that and sign. But we also have, we ask players kung kaya mo ba, ganon, do you want to skip 2 games before you go back again? Because the way the games work would be 10 minutes and then magpapaikot ng players siya.
10 playing minutes yan?
10 playing minutes.
Okay. So pwede palang sangkatutak yung naglalaro?
Yes. So usually our max is 25 to 30. We guarantee each player to have 4 to 5 games.
Wow.
That's a total of 40 to 50 minutes. Kasi we want to make sure na nasusulit ng mga players yung paglaro nila with us.
Okay. And this is open to anybody, kahit saan siya galing, kahit saan siya nakapaglaro?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. And then on March 7, pumirma rin kayo ng kasunduan sa PBA Moto Club.
Yeah.
Ano ang kasunduan nyo at para saan to?
Well, one is the PBA Moto Club being our brand ambassador. Second is our initiative would be creating a podcast that will just be, revolving around laro, the daily life of people joining laro. Maybe some people aspiring to be pro. It's just plain simple.
Maandar na to, hindi pa?
Hindi pa ho.
Okay.
It's just on the works.
Pag-usapan natin yan.
Oh.
Yeah, and then for the PBA players, ano naman ang habol nila sa pakikipag-partner sa inyo?
One is access po sa mga games namin. Kasi when we say that we want to be an inclusive community, we want everyone literally to be part of it. So we're not a community that, that we want to compete with other communities. Kasi ang dami pong communities that's existing. We want to unify it through our app. And then eventually, we want our players to have perks na, makakalaro namin yung mga pro. That is why we want to invite everyone like PBA Moto Club. So our goal is for them to join some of our pickup games. So, just maybe sa Tuesday on a Wednesday game, a player joining us would be able to play with Rico Meyerhofer or JJ Helterbrand. Yeah.
Okay. Isn't that sort of a risk for the PBA Moto Club players na baka masaktan sila or it's because it's a contact sport.
I would say for lack of better term, discretion din po kasi ng PBA Moto Club. So as much as possible, our games would be so recreational po siya. So amateur yung mga nagjo-join, we avoid, we try our best to avoid yung mga masyadong kaldagan ho and sakitan ho.
Okay, what about yung mga referee, mga technical committee, mga statistician, sa inyo din nanggagaling?
Right now, hindi po. Kasi we're focusing on pickup games. As an app, what we do is we create games. We organize games for people to join. We are a booking app as well for people to reserve sports venue and then trainings then. And as a business, we will also be doing sports events management for companies.
Okay. Anong usapan ninyo sa mga venue owners? Do you have meron ba kayong permanent na slot o it's case-to-case basis siya?
It's a case-to-case basis.
Wow, hirap nun.
Yes. One example would be similar to what Agoda is doing or Booking.com where they purchase a slot tapos parang i-resell nila yung slot. So parang ganun ho siya. So case-to-case basis siya. As a startup, we can't, I would say na we can't dictate agad eh. Kasi we're just starting, we're still trying to prove ourselves. So, case-to-case basis ang mga setup na.
May plano ba kayo to have an agreement na halimbawa may permanent venue kayo?
Yes.
Kasi garantisadong kita yun para doon sa venue di ba?
Opo.
Okay, sige. San? Hindi nyo pa masasabi?
Hindi pa po masasabi.
What about if I'm a tournament organizer, gusto kong magpalaro, paano magiging usapan natin?
This will depend po. If you're a tournament organizer, I would say how that would align with what we're doing is you can use some of our app's feature. Kasi laro wouldn't be limited to just booking pickup games and venue reservation, but eventually we would want to incorporate stats, record data. So if you're a tournament organizer, we can record all of your players' data into our app and then create competition within the app, similar to the running app, the Strava, if you're familiar with that.
Yung gaano kalaki ba ang kaya ninyong patakbuhin na tournament? Kasi many years ago, nakapaglaro ako halimbawa sa Ateneo Basketball League, yung alumni league, and they had more than 1,200 teams. Hanggang saan nyo kaya pa as of now?
Our biggest event that we organized was in Met Park Sports Center. This was PBA Legends.
Ito yung last week?
Yes, last week. Ito sila Rico, Sir Alvin Patrimonio, JJ, and then we invited influencers. I believe nasa 500 plus din yung mga umattend na nanood. So we organized that in partnership with Met Park Sports Center.
What about mga sponsorship? Kasama ba sa agreement nyo yun o doon na lang sa organizer yun?
It depends. Mostly sa organizer yun. We also have our own setup with sponsorship, but it really depends kung ano yung magiging goal ng event.
Okay. Bakit ka nahilig sa basketball? Kasi IT yung background mo, sabi mo . Saan nagsimula yung hilig mo sa basketball?
Actually, bata pa lang ako, nagbabasketball na ako. Nag-varsity ako ng high school, but disclaimer lang, hindi ako magaling maglaro.
Okay.
Sakto lang.
Oo.
Yeah.
So, bakit mo naisipang ituloy? Because you went in a different direction eh.
It's a cliche, but I would say I just really love the game. You know, it has a different feel. But laro will also not be limited naman ho to basketball. Eventually, we will be expanding to other sports. You know? That's why we didn't name it like hoop or related to basketball, just laro. Because anything can fall under laro.
Okay, so yung sinasabi mong sakop ninyo mga court, pati yan yung mga simento, yung hindi covered courts, meron din sa inyo.
For now, it's covered court pa lang ho. Wood court. Wooden court.
Kahit hindi aircon.
Yes ho.
Okay, hanggang saan kayo? Metro Manila pa lang?
Meron na ho kaming Lipa, Batangas.
Okay.
Our locations are Mandaluyong, San Juan, Quezon City. We have, yun sa Banawe sa Quezon City. We have Lipa, Batangas, eventually sa Valenzuela, sa Lucena ho.
Sa pag-aaral ninyo, gaano karami ang basketball court sa Metro Manila? Siyempre, kasama dyan yung mga eskwelahan, di ba? Gaano karami sa tansya mo?
Mga 10,000 ho. More than 10,000.
More than 10,000
Yes,
basketball courts in Metro Manila alone?
Sa Philippines na ho.
In the Philippines.
In the Philippines,
Wow.
yes, ho.
There used to be a book that cataloged all of the actually 2 books na lahat ng pwedeng puntahan sa Amerika to play pickup games. Nakasulat pa doon kung may water fountain sila, kung aircon, kung may parking, ganyan. How comprehensive is your app going to be?
It would take a lot of work ho. But right now, limited pa ho yung mga courts na nasa app ho namin. But eventually, we would want to, connect to all courts.
Kung halimbawa, merong sasali sa isang laro, tapos pagdating niya doon, magreklamo siya kasi meron siyang ayaw makalaro doon. Do you have a contingency for that?
Yes, so this would go back to one of yung na-mention ko na customer obsession. I always tell our team members na we cater to what our customer wants. Kasi we want them to have a good experience. We want them to be happy. So if ever they have any complaints about playing with someone, we cater to that. We can just shift the rotation. We can just change the players that will be playing on a specific 10-minute game.
Bakit sa tingin mo yung mga tao pumapayag sa ganyan na kahit di nila kilala, nakikipaglaro sila? Kasi 'di ba normally ikaw ang pipili nung kalaro mo pero sa inyo it's different, it's open.
That's actually a good question, sir. I have 2 answers for that. One is building the community. So I noticed that some of the players that they try to feel the lay of the land first, if okay ba yung mga tao doon sa community. I think that's one. I'm happy to say na nakagawa din kami ng maayos na community where people would feel welcome. That is why they have that confidence din sa pagsali sa mga games namin. But on the other side, na paano ko pag walang community, sasali lang. I think, like me, when I started joining games, gusto ko lang talaga magpapawis.
Papawis lang.
Gusto ko lang talaga maglaro. Alam mo yun? Makatakbo. And then, hindi ko na inisip sino mga makakalaro ko. Ang mga question na tinanong ko doon sa organizer that time, magagaling ba sila? Okay lang ba na hindi ako magaling?
Baka malampaso ka.
So, alam mo yun, I think, as long as okay naman, people would join.
Yung halimbawa, gusto ko point guard ako meron ng point guard din. Nangyayari ba 'yon?
Yes. But what we notice
nagja-jack and point na lang sila.
What we notice is nag-aano naman sila. Sa term ho natin, nag-aamuyan na lang ho sila kung paano yung laro ng isa't isa.
Okay. So wala namang nagtatalo diyan, nag-aaway tungkol sa.
Wala naman po.
Are there any places, any courts na sobrang mahal maningil o maraming mga requirements para magamit nyo?
I would say with all the courts that we've worked with, all of their prices are justified. They work with us the best that they can. We don't have any complaints about them. We love working with them. That's why we partnered up with them.
Siguro iba yung perspective ko kasi there was a particular university here na pumunta ko ron tapos siyempre may dala kaming ilaw, mag-i-interview kami. pag nagsaksak daw ako, singilin ako ng 2,000. So wala kayong mga ganyan, mga deposit in case something gets damaged, magasgas yung court, yung mga ganyan.
May courts kaming na-encounter na ganyan ho. So we just avoid kung ano yung mga pinagbabawal nila. Kung meron man, we go to the courts na mas flexible sa mga ganong setup.
How about yung mga bawal na, halimbawa yung mga ibang court, bawal mag-dunk kasi wala silang pamalit kung masira yung goal. Meron na kayo naka-encuentrong ganun?
Actually, wala pa ho. Wala pa naman ho so far.
Oh, kasi yung, we experienced this in the Asian tournament in Bangkok last December that was this January na Sam Diguara, who's all of 7'4", no? Sinabitan niya yung ring, bumaluktot yung ring. Mano-mano nilang inayos because it was a school gym, wala silang extra na court. So wala pa kayo nangyayaring ganun.
Wala pa naman.
How about medical personnel, do you also provide that? Or kanya-kanya na yun?
As of now, even though that we have a waiver, one of our goals would be to have our staff trained sa first aid ho. That's what we're focusing on. Kasi regardless if may waiver man o wala, like I said, we care for our players. We want to do our best, do the best effort that we can to provide those things for them.
No, kasi yung ibang organizers din mahigpit, no?
Yes.
Ayaw nila ng nurse lang or PT lang. Gusto nila doktor talaga na may sports medicine experience. Maybe you can talk to the Philippine Sports Commission about that, or Philippine National Red Cross is very good at that.
Okay.
Tsaka madali silang kausap lalo sa ganyan. Sanay na sila eh.
Uh-huh.
What about goals for the future? Ano ang plano nyo? Hanggang saan nyo pa lalawakin itong laro?
I like that question. No? So, laro right now, if you open it, it's just plain simple pickup games when you join it. But the goal for laro is to become a super app. Similar to a well-known ride-hailing app in the Philippines, where you open it, there's delivery, there's point A to point B na car service. What we want for laro is to expand to other sports, not just basketball.
Anong susunod na target nyo?
We're looking at pickleball, volleyball.
Okay.
We're actually discussing mga airsoft din ho. Actually, anything that can fall sa laro po.
Okay.
And then dun sa app, aside from connecting them to games and venue reservation, we want to record their data. So one example is an aspiring player to be a professional. So if they join our games, we would be able to record their stats, and then we can hone it through the app, their data, and then connect it to teams or scouts. So, we would be able to help those players achieve, hopefully their aspiration.
May balak ba kayong mag-manage some players o hindi naman?
Wala
Ibang sakit ng ulo yun.
Wala naman po for now.
How about your own tournaments? Have you started organizing?
We're planning for next month to create our own league. Yeah.
So as of now, basketball yan, kesyo 5-on-5, 3-on-3, wheelchair, basta basketball court.
Yes. So,
How much cooperation are you getting from schools?
we haven't started with schools yet,
Okay.
but we're
So sa lagay
planning
niyan,
ho.
wala pang schools yan, ha?
Wala pa ho.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Pero kasama niyan sa plano.
Yes. So,
Okay. Kasi some of these schools are very open, some are not, no?
Uh-huh.
So yung sinabi mong tabla na court ngayon, usually anong pinaka hinahanap na lugar na mga nagbo-book sa inyo?
what I notice about players joining us, yung laging na-fully book kami are the ones that are near the yung mga offices within the Central Business District. One is Mandaluyong sa Pioneer. Two is sa Met Park Sports Center kasi ang daming office na nakapaligid. Yung Phil Oil, kahit hindi siya malapit sa mga offices, it has a different name and prestige kasi. So people really go there.
Tsaka daanan siya eh.
Daanan din ho.
It just happens to be beside the city jail, no? But pero marami namang normally, anong mga araw ang talagang maraming nagbo-book? I would assume gabi tsaka weekend.
Yes, so Tuesday ang pinakamadami. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Bakit? Kasi pag Friday gumigimik sila.
Yes, actually.
Okay. So baliktad pala.
Yes. My initial thought was, baka Friday dapat gawin natin. Pero turns out Tuesday ang pinaka-focal, ang pinaka kung saan mainit.
Tapos gaano kadalas mag-book yung mga tao? Once a week, twice a week? Kadalas?
We notice players that play three times a week, and then every week sila naglalaro. So as much as that. So they really play. Parang naging part na siya ng mga ng routine nila. Exercise na talaga nila.
Pero kadalasan to after office hours.
Yes, so after office hours.
Okay. Ikaw, nakakapaglaro ka pa ba? Hindi na.
Yes, so nakapaglaro pa naman. Yung mga 8 p.m. na games. So.
8 p.m. What are the things that you notice na pwede pang baguhin sa app niyo? Kasi syempre lahat yan, they go through a beta testing phase and then you have to keep on tweaking along the way. I mean, ano pang gusto mong idagdag sa Laro app?
Right now, I would be able to say as the founder of the company and app, sobrang dami pa ho talaga. If you open the app, it's so buggy and then marami pang features talaga that na naiisip kami na would help players. Then that's already in progress. We have developers that are already working and eventually we will be deploying some new features of the app. But right now, what I would be able to say is with the help of our community, kasi Laro has its own community. As a startup, we also need an early adopters. Early adopters are the ones that are willing to take the risk and try what you have to offer. So through their feedback, we're able to hone that app to what it should be. And then eventually, those features, the feedback that we're getting, yun yung mga ino-incorporate din namin sa app. One, I would say, is yung leaderboards. So, why do Filipinos join basketball, right? It's because of competition and that that feeling that when you get to shoot, right? Ang leaderboards, what we would do is to create a national leaderboards actually. So sa Batangas, San Juan, Mandaluyong, sa mga ibang location namin, there will be players. I-record namin yung mga stats nila. So that's one of the upcoming feature that we have. Rebates and something that they would be able to get more out of the app.
May mga sales ba kayo? May mga concessionaires? May mga nagbebenta ba habang nagkakaroon kayo ng mga laro?
Well, right now wala pa ho.
Okay. Kasi yung mga, tubig.
Yes, so.
O yung mga sports drink, yung mga ganyan. O kahit Band-Aid.
Yeah.
Diba? I'm sure mayroong mga, eventually, makikisali sa inyo. What are the hardest venues to book? Kasi marami palaging gumagamit.
I would say Phil Oil ho.
Oo, kasi lahat volleyball, basketball.
Yes, mga big events ho talaga ang Phil Oil. So we are just thankful na nakakakuha pa kami ng mga slots paminsan-minsan.
Merong nag-request na ba ng Araneta or Philippine Arena?
We actually tried contacting those courts ho, pero so far wala pa ho kaming nako-contact. But if possible, we want to be able to, do some games there.
Tsaka mahal no?
Yes.
We're talking, hundreds of thousands.
Yeah, 50,000 per hour.
Oh my God. Pag may nag-book sa inyo, anong requirements nyo para dun sa mga maglalaro? Pero obviously, kailangan naka-basketball shoes yan. Bawal yung, naka-chinelas o yung mga pipitsugin na sapatos sa baka masira ang tuhod nila. Do you have somebody who checks on the players?
We have an assigned organizer every time we have a game. We have the basic rules lang na dapat naka-shoes and safe. Yung gear nila is for basketball talaga na safe sila, hindi sila may injure.
Okay. Yung mga bola, sila na nagdadala nun?
Kami ho yung nagdadala.
Talaga?
Kami
Okay.
nagdadala.
Okay. So,
as much as possible, we want to be able to provide everything na for them. Parang plug and play lang sila. Punta lang sila, laro lang.
Laro. Okay. Why did you think that this was it's nakakahanga na naisip mong gawin to, pero bakit mo naisipang gawin ito?
First looking at the economics of sports ho, it's really a big market ho. I think the last I checked, it's a $120 million market in the Philippines.
In the Philippines.
Okay. Ho. So I would not be audacious to say na kahit 1% lang makuha natin from that market, right? But from that data alone, from that line there, you already know that there's really potential for this kind of business. Second is the love for the Filipinos' love for basketball. And then third is nung na-experience ko tong pickup game na to, I was amazed on how people would pay and just join. Kasi before nung 10 years ago or 15 years ago, hindi mo magugulat ka, may mga ganito pala, may mga papawis pala, magbabayad ka lang sa sali ka. Kasi dati sa subdivision ka lang di ba? Magbabayad ka ng 50 pesos pa ilaw kayo. And I think it's like an epiphany that we should be doing this. Our company should be doing this.
This is, we're talking 24/7, kahit anong oras pwede.
For games, yes. So actually, we have a game na 10 p.m. up to 1 a.m. siya.
Wow.
And we have a one-day league every Saturday that starts at 9 p.m. and ends at 3 a.m. Depende.
Kasi may kinover ako dati dung sa World Center sa Shaw Boulevard, no, na bago nilagyan ng isang katutak na restaurant that used to be a court, di ba? Mga call center naglalaro madaling araw kasi yun ang off nila.
Yeah,
So talagang, why do you think that Filipinos love basketball so much? Ano bang meron? Kasi lahat ng tao tinatanong ko yan eh. Ano bang meron ng basketball na gustong-gusto ng mga Pinoy?
I think it's because of my brother-in-law and I discussed this on why Filipinos love basketball. My brother kasi is an economist, so we really hinimay talaga namin.
Wow,
Hinimay namin kung bakit ba gustong-gusto ng Pilipino ang basketball. So I think psychologically, when Filipinos, we don't have a lot of wins as Filipinos, right?
Yeah, individually.
Individually. We're on the part na given na we don't always win. So as simple as being able to shoot something, kasi there's a fast reward when you play basketball. As simple as just shooting. That's already instant gratification agad siya. Compared to other sports na, for example, you have to do a goal pa na matagalan. Iba ang feeling ng basketball. Yeah,
So it's not that you dream of playing in the NBA or PBA or elsewhere. It's more of personal aspiration na feeling mong may na-accomplish ka.
Yes,
Okay. Kasi some of the other people I've talked to, their philosophy is that kahit team sport siya, merong pwedeng maging bida.
Yes,
merong star player, somebody who had a good game. At maliban doon, yung Filipino trait na madiskarte, di ba? Kasi ang basketball, basta ma-shoot, di ba? It doesn't matter really how you do it. So yun ang hilig ng mga Pinoy. Which for me is truly in line with the Filipino character. But in your case, having started this, anong pinaka na-enjoy mo dito sa laro?
Sir, nung in-start ko tong laro, I think I've been working from Monday to Sunday. Kasi I'm saying na nag-work ako from Monday to Sunday kasi dun sa Facebook group namin, I am the one who invites players to join our games. Okay. So ngayon sa Facebook kasi, you have to bump the post so that people will see your post again.
Okay, may boosting ka.
Yung parang bump lang, yung nagko-comment ka. Okay. So parang every hour kino-comment ko yun. Kasi ayokong kulangin yung mga ibang games namin. Okay. So, di ko napapansin na I work from Monday to Sunday tapos late na nakatulog kasi I really enjoy it.
It doesn't feel like work.
It doesn't feel like work. Kasi it's like we're building something new. We're innovating something and our goal is to create an impact to the community. We just don't want to be, people that keeps on taking, but we want to be able to give back and create an impact to the community, innovating the experience of people.
Ako, pagdating mo sa Cebu tsaka Davao, talagang mahihilo ka sa dami ng naglalaro doon. What about mga 3x3, ganyan? May mga kliyente na ba kayo na nagti-3x3?
We are setting up our own 3x3 ho.
Okay.
But yes, for clients that na gusto magpa 3x3, part of our business, we can also organize for companies din.
So how would people contact you kung gusto nilang maging bahagi ng Laro community?
First, they can go to our website laro.com.ph or they can just search our Facebook Laro PH.
Okay. Nagkaroon na ba kayo ng mga client na foreigner na gustong makilaro sa mga taga rito?
Actually, yes. Nung mga early days nung laro sa Phil Oil, may sumali ho sa amin na he's visiting from Canada.
Okay.
Tapos naglaro siya. Ang galing nga ho eh. Sobrang galing niya. Tapos,
recruit na sa gilas yan.
Ang galing niya. Tapos na-interview pa namin siya that time kung bakit siya sumali. Sabi niya, nakita ko lang to sa group. Nice. What I mean by group kasi you would be surprised na may mga big groups sa Facebook na just, posting pickup games to people. Yeah.
Okay. Well, how do we contact you kung gusto kong maging bahagi ng laro ng community lang? Let's say in my case, I can't play contact sports anymore. Paano ako makikimiron sa inyo?
You can just go to our Facebook group, sir, yung Laro PH. Tapos may link doon ng Facebook group namin. You can just join the Facebook group, join the chat, and then that's it. And then we post our games there. Just, send a comment. Very responsive ho kami. Lahat sinasagot ho namin. We respond.
Yan. Kung naghahanap kayo ng kalaro at gusto nyo ring magkaroon ng pagkakataon makalaro yung mga PBA legends na siguro most of the younger ones, punta lang kayo sa Laro app and or become part of the Laro basketball community. Any parting words, Yuri, for our listeners today?
For our listeners, if I can just give a message
sure.
first to our investors, guys, this is a step up for us, and then for our community, guys, you are our centerpiece. Thank you for helping us. We wouldn't be able to achieve what we have achieved so far if it weren't for you, our community. And for people watching and listening, I hope you can check out our Facebook page and join our group if gusto nyo lang magpapawis.
Okay. Yan, lahat tayo kunwari gusto magpapawis pero gusto nating mag-MVP sa laro. Okay, si Yuri Go po ang founder ng Laro app at Laro Basketball Community. Magbabalik po ang ating programang
Hardball with Bill Velasco.
G ka ba sa food trip? Tara na sa isang katakam-takam at nakakabusog na food adventure. Makakasalo natin ang pambansang pantanggalumay, Mark Logan. Halika na, refoodly ka na sa Pilipinas.
Tuwing Miyerkules, 5:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m.
Dito lang sa radyo ng Bagong Pilipinas, DWAN 1206, the future of AM radio.
Build Better More program ng pamahalaan Marcos tuloy-tuloy ang pag-arangkada maging sa sektor ng turismo. Isa na dito ang restoration project sa makasaysayang isla ng Corregidor. Katuwang ang DOT Tiesa sa pagsasaayos di lamang ng historical markers, kundi maging mga pasilidad para sa benepisyo ng lokal na turismo. Sa nagbabagong Pilipinas, patuloy ang trabaho, patuloy ang pagbabago.
Ngayong buwan ng Marso, ating kilalanin ang husay, kakayahan, galing at tagumpay ng mga natatanging Juana mula noon hanggang sa makabagong panahon. Hindi lang sila ilaw ng tahanan, sila rin ang ilaw ng lipunan para sa mas maliwanag na kinabukasan. Happy National Women's Month! Hindi ka babae lang, babae ka at kaya mo. Isang paalala mula sa radyo ng Bagong Pilipinas, DWAN 1206 AM, the future of AM radio.
Simula ng bawat umaga ng may saya at halakhak na walang kapantay. Hatid ang mga trending at patok online. Hindi lang basta kwento, kundi puro kalog na kulitan at kasiyahan. Ang pinaka-inaabangang programa sa radyo ng Bagong Pilipinas. Kalogan! Kasama ang nag-iisang pangtanggal umay, Kaka Mark Logan at DJ Gabby. Pakisaya araw-araw, Lunes hanggang Biyernes, alas 8 ng umaga. Live na live yan, dito sa radyo ng Bagong Pilipinas, DWAN 1206 AM, the future of AM radio.
Kalogan, 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 Kalogan.
Kumita ng mahigit 200 milyong piso ang turismo ng Davao sa lokal na ekonomiya noong 2023. Ang mga selebrasyon sa Mindanao tulad ng Tadayawan Festival ay mas lalong nabibigyang sigla ng Cultural and Heritage Hubs Project ng DOT. Ito ay isang legacy project ni Pangulong Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.
Tourism challenge has already evolved and now requires a multifaceted strategy. The focus now is on experiential tourism. Food, culture, heritage, the arts, education, halal, Islamic traditions, dive, cruise, farm and ecotourism, even sports have now become potent subjects and products of a nation's tourism.
Sa Bagong Pilipinas ng Marcos Administration, Pinahahalagahan ang ating kultura at nakaraan habang lalong pinauunlad ang bawat komunidad.
Ang mga ginagawa mo ba ay legal o illegal? Alamin ang iyong bawat galaw at desisyon ay nasa tamang direksyon. Kasama sina Attorney Melissa Arnesto at Daniela Sanggalang, ang inyong kakampi sa laban para sa hustisya at katotohanan. Bawal ang iligal. Dito sa The Legal Weapon. Tuwing Huwebes mula alas 5:30 hanggang alas 6:30 ng hapon. Dito lang sa radyo ng Bagong Pilipinas, DWAN 1206 AM. The future of AM radio. You're tuned in to Hardball with Bill Velasco.
Alright, kayo nakikinig at nanonood ng Hardball with Bill Velasco. At alam nyo, mainit na usapan din ngayon sa NBA ang patuloy na kamalasan at pagdami ng mga pangalang napapasama sa injury list ng Dallas Mavericks. No? Nagsimula yung sama ng loob ng himutok ng mga tao sa kanila dahil bigla nilang tinrade si Luka Doncic at dahil doon medyo nalugi din ng ilang milyon si Luka pag nung tinrade siya sa Los Angeles Lakers. Tapos si Anthony Davis naman pinadala sa Dallas at na-injure naman. No? Kasalukuyan, siyam na manlalaro ng Mavericks ang hindi nakakapaglaro sa second half ng NBA season dahil sa kanilang iniindang injury. Okay, noong unang linggo ng Marso nang kumpirmahin ng koponan na hindi na makakapaglaro ngayon ang kanilang point guard ni si Kyrie Irving matapos ng isang punit na ACL sa kanyang kaliwang tuhod. Okay, siya na yung pang-siyam, no? Matapos matrade sa Dallas noong Pebrero, agad na na-injured din naman si Anthony Davis at kasalukuyang hindi rin nakakapaglaro ang dalawa pang big man na sina Daniel Gafford at Derek Lively II dahil sa knee sprain at ankle fracture. Dagdag pa rito ang kanilang backup point guard na si Dante Exum dahil sa injury sa kaliwang kamay. Dagdag mo pa dyan, yung mga ibang player na nauna ng ma-injure. Okay, so ang natitira na lang na nakalista na maaring maglaro ay 8. At yan po ang minimum ng NBA. Ibig sabihin, pag meron pang na-injure sa Dallas Mavericks, hindi magfo-forfeit na po sila. Kahit mayroong nakaschedule ng laro, hindi sila pwede paglaruin at talo na sila kaagad. No, ito ay dahil lagpas na po ang trading deadline noong Pebrero, hindi na sila pwedeng kumuha ng player sa ibang team at sa panig naman ng pag-angat ng mga player sa G League hindi na rin pwedeng gawin dahil nasa salary cap limit na sila. So kung ating pag-uusapan ng maayos yan, ang problema na rito ay yung management dahil hindi na nila ginawa ng paraan nang maaga pa lang na nakita mo dumadami ng injury mo, pwede ka namang magdagdag ng player. At yung sa salary cap issue, again, maling management decision yan. Bakit na nalagay sa ganyang lugar yung inyong kupunan? At dahil dito ngayon, hirap na hirap kayo. Sigurado yan, pag may napilayan pang isang player yan, itatago na lang nila para lang makapagpalaro sila ng 8. No? Dati, ang patakaran dito sa Pilipinas, 5 pwede pang maglaro. Pero pag naging 4 na lang, talo na yung kupunan ninyo. Pero binago po yan noong 1990s na pag 4 na lang ang player mo, pwedeng bumalik yung isang nag-foul out pero mate-technical yung team ninyo. So hindi ko, sa akin hindi ako pabor dun dahil kasalanan nyo rin yan kung naubos yung mga player nyo, kung foul kayo ng foul at yung ibang player na na-injure, hindi nyo naman nagawa ng paraan. Bagamat wala namang gusto na ma-injure sila.
Hardball with Bill Velasco.
At bago tayo dumako sa ating mga shoutouts, muli may Hardball merch na. Bumili ng inyong red, white o black na Hardball t-shirt sa halagang 500 pesos lang. Kontakin lang ang Courageous Shirts and Prints sa hardballmerch@gmail.com o si Coach Daryl Fontanilla sa 0928-372-4850. Alright, ulitin natin. hardballmerch@gmail.com or 0928-372-4850.
This is Hardball with Bill Velasco.
Alright, muli pasasalamat natin kay Nanay Elena Fernandez, kay B. Icasiano, Lisa Palma, Jimmy Alabanza, Julian Rafael Lapid, Gab Ferreras, Charis Ann Alvarez, Michael Arizala, Veronica Balasta, Nelio Jurado, Angel Calion, James Rodriguez, Laila Carino at Chris Jane Banez.
Hardball with Bill Velasco.
At yan po ang ating isang oras na programa. Muli ang Hardball ay matutunghayan mula Lunes hanggang Biyernes alas 11 na umaga hanggang alas 12 ng tanghali. Dito lang yan sa DWAN 1206 AM, The Future of AM Radio, ang radyo ng bagong Pilipinas. Kita-kita tayo bukas.